This kind of caught me off guard. I ain't gonna front. This kind of caught me off guard. A few days ago on Twitter, author of the Library of Ohara, so shouts to him of course, link in the box below, big ups, obviously, he posted on his Twitter page, and I quote, Oda reveals his top 3 favorite scenes in One Piece. Now I'm thinking, okay, wait a minute. I got this. I had like a list in my mind of like some of the scenes that were just like stupendous and really like heartwarming or heartbreaking or just high impact. For example, when Luffy saves Ace and then Ace busts out of the smoke using that Hiken, that fire pillar, and then he's grabbing Luffy, like, Luffy, you're so reckless, in Marineford War. That was a great scene. The walk to Arlong Park, I mean, people, the walk. Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, Usopp walking in, even beforehand, when Nami begs Luffy, please help me, and then he puts the strut on her head. Great scenes through and through, great scenes through and through. When Chopper, when he joined the crew, but like he was hesitating, and then Luffy's like, shut up, let's go! Like, these are scenes I'm thinking like, yo, like for sure Oda must have these scenes at least in his top 5, but this is of course the top 3. The scenes kind of threw me off as to what Oda chose for his top 3. Even a scene like Luffy punching Crocodile through the bedrock, that scene did not make it into Oda's top 3. And that's a very damn dope scene, a very damn dope moment. Now, of course, before we go full on with the video at hand, be sure to support your boy in any way, shape, or form. If you like what you see, if you're enjoying the content, if you're enjoying the streams on Twitch and on D-Live, support your boy, of course, with a thumbs up or thumbs down, depending on you. I'm not picky. And hit that bell for notification squad, and of course, subscribe to the channel at hand. That being said, what are your top 3 favorite scenes? Because I'm very curious, because I may do a video on that later on, where the community's top 3 favorite scenes in One Piece, that kind of like a tally, and see what folks think are like the best scenes in the series. Because in all honesty, it's a hard thing to gauge. Like when I first saw this, I had to kind of sit down and think, like what are my top 3 favorite scenes in One Piece? Like what are like the best of the best scenes that really sent shivers down my spine or like made me cry or like, oh my god, like wow, like that's a really, really dope moment. And when I think about it, for me personally, like my top 3 would be number 3, when NL, and yes, I have an NL bias, obviously, King of Lightning. Have you seen my avatar for YouTube? When NL got back up after restarting his heart, and then Wiper fell on his knees, and then NL just simply said to Wiper, people do not fear God, fear itself is God. I'm like, damn, son. Oh, damn, son. I'm pretty sure I rewatched Skypiea like 3 or 4 times because of that one scene. That scene, woo, that scene sent shivers down my spine. But Oda's number 3. Oda's 3rd favorite scene in One Piece is the campfire scene at Skypiea in chapter 253. Envisioning this scene was what motivated Oda to draw the Skypiea arc. That's kind of crazy. Envisioning one scene, one moment can kind of captivate you to produce an entire arc. That's kind of nuts, but here we are. This scene is actually a very dope scene with the campfire, and you have the wolves, and you have the howling, and you have the drumming, and you have the partying. Because Skypiea, I would say, is one of those arcs, if not the arc in One Piece, that encompasses the entire motif, the entire essence of the story. Skypiea is a very nice arc version of the entire story. And it's a really good and fun arc. I know folks skip the arc, they're mistaken. And now that we know that one of Oda's top 3 moments, top 3 scenes in the entire series, this giant bonfire with the wolves in tow. And I recall like Zoro actually drinking with one of the wolves. I recall like there was a boss wolf just kind of chilling. It was actually a really dope scene. It's not a heavy scene at all, but it's a fun, upbeat, straw hat moment where the crew are just having a good time. Number 2, for me personally, it is Enies Lobby, the stare off. All right, Robin, I wanna live.
私も一緒に海へ連れてって
When you have Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Chopper, Usopp, Nami, like we made it at the top, dude. Here we are, Rob Lucci, Cypher Pole, looking down these guys. And then beforehand, how Usopp, he burned the flag. When Usopp burned the flag! Honestly, it was a tough call between those two scenes, because I love that moment when Usopp burned the flag. Like it was a universal challenge, like bring it! But still, that pose where they're there, ready to go, you see them on the rooftop, ready to go, it's challenge day. I love that scene. I love that moment. I'll probably say that moment solidified the quality of that arc. I would argue. Like, even though there was so much more to come after that moment for me just solidified how good that arc would be for me personally. Oda number 2 is once again a little less complex than that moment. Just a little less intense than that moment. Oda's number 2 favorite scene in One Piece is when Robin wipes off the Shiboni sap on Usopp's pants. It's these kind of moments where you're like, yo, Oda, how far gone are you? Like, how high could you possibly be? Like, this man took the edge off too much. You know what it is? Oda loves donuts. It's like the Homer Simpson thing. He melts down a donut and then he injects into a system. Like, this man, Oda, is on such a massive sugar high. When he said that during this interview, where clearly his body was still on planet Earth, but his mind, he was long gone. Like, think of Doctor Strange in the Doctor Strange movie, when his consciousness just gets smacked across the universe. It's like, bro, that is Oda when he says these things. At least you can't help but wonder. And then his reason is because it lends his world a feeling of realism. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I thought that it was because of naughty reasons. Honestly, it probably is in a way. You have this sticky sap, which I'm pretty sure in both manga and in anime, it's like denoted to be white sap. So you have a white sticky sap. You see where I'm going? A unique kind of natural resin is secreted from the roots of the Yarukimon mangrove. And then Robin, ew, it's sticky, wipes on Usopp. Don't wipe it on me. Honestly, I ain't gonna front. That's my brain, like not the first time round, like second, third time round. Like I'm not, okay. My mind's not always in the gutter, but it's near the gutter, okay? Like it kind of hovers around the gutter. And then when something kind of pushes me one direction, sometimes I'm pushed in the direction of the gutter. And when it comes to a sticky sap that's denoted to be white, I'm like, that's like a gutter. It's a gutter push. Like what can I say? And I feel Oda's the same way. I really do. But that being said, the detail to attention that Oda puts in his world building is very good. Obviously, like I think a lot of us in the shonen sphere recognize that Oda, in terms of world building, is top notch. I would say among mangaka, he's one of the best of all time, if not the best in terms of world building. Now, other authors, like for example, the author of Toriko, Mitsutoshi, can compete, absolutely. But in terms of world building, the lore, the adventure itself, the geology and the geography itself, the history, mythos, all these things that comprise the One Piece world are truly top-notch. And that's part of the reason why a lot of us are still fans to this day of the story. And when you have that attention to detail, where even in this place, with these crazy mangrove trees, where cities are at the base of these mangrove trees, and then they produce bubbles that rise into the air, where you can put, let's say, food or shopping, you can put your items in these bubbles or like ride these bubbles for fun. The attention to detail in Oda's world can be as minor as, oh, by the way, these things make sap, and it's kind of disgusting. It's impressive, man. Oda's #1 favorite scene, I can understand why. I want to say I disagree, but I can't because it's his favorite scene. But out of all the scenes, it's like, wait, really? But again, I understand why. Me personally, my favorite scene, my favorite moment in the entirety of the One Piece series.
It remained unmarred by any sign of retreat.
That hit my heart, man. That hit my heart. When it was so epic. It was so phenomenal. Just that scene of the narrator talking about the damage Whitebeard took, just showing you how extraordinary of a man Whitebeard was. And then the jacket goes off. Not a single scar on the man's back. Clean. Oh man, that scene. Oh man, that scene is so good. Let me know your favorite scene, because that is my favorite scene in the entire story. Whitebeard, man. All right, One Piece wa jitsuzai suru. I love that scene. I love that scene. When I first read that, I was crying. It sent shivers down my spine. That just, oh man, I was sissied up the moment I saw that scene. That scene just high impact. Love that. That is my favorite scene in the entire story. But what I will say is that I just noticed that actually, my favorite scenes in the story are all based, at least in the top 3, are all in the pre-time skip, not the post-time skip, which is interesting. Now, Oda's favorite scene, his #1 favorite all-time scene in One Piece, the opening spread page of the Wano country in chapter 909. Oda was excited to get to Wano, he says. He wanted to feature a place with samurai, ninja, and all that stuff earlier, but he held off since he felt that he would be, and I quote, ripping off Naruto.
Believe it.
That's kind of nuts in more ways than one. I understand that Oda was super gung-ho to get to Wano, because you can clearly tell based on his comments during Whole Cake Island, where during Whole Cake Island, Oda and editors, they were talking about Wano. In fact, it is theorized by many that the Reverie would have been a much longer arc, but given Oda's time frame of wanting to finish the story and how he wanted to get to Wano so bad, and also how in their minds they're probably fearful of leaving Luffy for too long in terms of screen time, because less Luffy, less Straw Hats means probably less viewers, less readers overall. Well, Wano ASAP. And then we have that, I remember like chapter 909, I think it was called Seppuku. It's a very good page. Like, I ain't gonna front, like, oh my god, we're finally here. Woohoo! Wano, yeah! Over the top! And obviously, Oda being Japanese would want to definitely rein and hone in a lot of these Japanese themes, history and theology and so on and so forth. And Wano Country is the place to do it. As far as I understand, Wano Country is very popular in Japan because Wano Country hits to a lot of their history, to a lot of their legends, and that one spread is where it all begins. But at the same time, not a single Ace moment? Really? Not a single scene involving Ace, not a single scene involving Shanks, not a single scene involving Garp, not really a dedicated scene for Luffy, the main character? I can't help but be a bit surprised. Now granted, getting to Wano Country was something that Oda was probably looking forward to a lot ever since we got Ryoma in Thriller Bark, or potentially even we go all the way back to the beginning of the story where you have Zoro and you have his flashback and how, of course, we know that where he's from is Japanese themed and oriented. Or potentially going even further beyond that, you have the one-shot Wanted with Ryoma. Maybe that's when he envisioned a place like Wano Country for him to draw at some point. And based on his comments, we also know that Naruto played a role in that as well. So it could have been when he first saw Kishimoto do Naruto, where he thought, hey, actually, I want to do something like that in my story too. So who knows exactly how long Oda's had Wano Country in his mind, or at least at the time, a Japanese theme place that he had envisioned. And once we finally got there in 909, he must have felt like it was a huge triumphant moment. So of course, I'm not knocking on it. That's Oda's choice. I can understand. And it's a great scene. It's a great shot without question. Like, boom, here we are. But out of all of the moments in One Piece, the all-time favorite, this one was the one that really did throw me off guard. I can understand why now. Obviously, in hindsight, it's always 2020. But it's nope. Wano. Fair enough. At some point in the future, I may do a video or stream, probably both, where we go over the top 10 best moments in One Piece. All right. And for the record, even now, my thoughts aren't fully sorted out on this topic because there's so many really damn dope scenes, like when they arrive to Skypiea for the first time, like the beginning of this phenomenal adventure in the heavens, or before they go into the Grand Line, and then you have the original 5 Straw Hats. They put their feet on the barrel, stating their dreams, or when you have Sabo revealed to be alive. There's so many good scenes, so many dope panels that are just breathtaking, make you want to cry, make you excited, they are just beautiful. So if this stream does happen, hopefully by then I'll have my thoughts fully sorted out on what are the top 10 best moments, and hopefully you'll be around come then. On that note, once again, please let me know because I'm very curious. Let me know your top 3 favorite moments in One Piece, okay? Make sure to rate the video. It is not that hard to do. I guarantee you all that you got a device called Zemaosu. You use Zemaosu to click, rate the video, to click, subscribe, to click on that bell to join the squad. And of course, as always, feel free to please comment in the comment section down below. Peace, people, and have a nice goddamn day.